Hi, this is Cecelia from Tarot by Cecelia. This is your weekly tarot guidance for the week of October 19th through October 25th, 2015. I find this week to be very interesting because this is about the third week in a row that we're seeing some motion. And we did have our new beginning last week at the new moon in Libra. So, now we're at the point where all those things that happened over the last 3 years, they're kind of like war stories, to be told for the ages, pass them down and, this is what your grandmom survived and blah, 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 blah. It just feels that way, okay? Because finally, what's happening is that you're seeing that you did get past it, whether it was patterns and choices or work-related issues that you survived, business-related issues that you survived, relationship issues. But there are stories to be told, and they will not soon be forgotten. That's okay, because the lessons from them need to be heard. And you know what they say, with age comes wisdom. Did we all wonder when we were little children and, we were told, you'll understand when you get older, or I'm wiser than you, blah, blah, blah. Yes. Who would have thought that people who are older know? How do they know? They learn from their mistakes. Hopefully they learn from their mistakes. So, anyway, major change is coming in this week, okay? Doors are trying to open and help is trying to arrive. Now, there may already be help, but there still needs to be more. There may have been more than one issue. There's a lot of things that need resolving, and you've been seeing some movement each week. So this is good. This week, there's a wish coming into play. I really like this a lot, all right? It's giving you a chance to rewrite things and repaint that picture, okay? That kind of, I'm tired of being cheated by the universe type of thing, all right? So now that the universe is painting a new picture for you and guiding you in a new direction, you're really wanting to go forward with these major changes. The question is, do you know where you're going? I think you need some help. I think you need some guidance. And that's part of it. To get to the other side, to have that true and proper vision of what you need to do, I think it becomes more clear by the day. The further we get away from that Mercury retrograde that ended on the 9th, the better things become. It will not totally be out of its shadow until, I think, like November the 2nd. But nevertheless, with each day there is improvement. So, communication becomes more effective and, your vision becomes more clear. I really like this a lot. So, now, you can work on so many things here. Some of what I see people working on are finances. Now, maybe not being able to put any away just yet if you've come through some really difficult times, because I do see them here in this week's reading. Not to say that they still are, but the idea is that now you can start to, pull all your resources and use your talents. I have a feeling that this is a time for everyone to step up and, show your true worth. What can you do? What can you do that you've been holding back on everybody? Don't be shy about it. Do it. Show everybody what you have, because there is a lot here to create, I think, a better sense of stability. All right? Really very important. This is a good week for you to shine, whether you know it or not. So if you're somewhere new and, you're looking for that acceptance, and I kind of see trying to find your place, know that by being a kind, I say this every week, don't I? A kind, down-to-earth individual. It is so important. I do not like to see people who are arrogant and whatever and looking down on others. We're all equal. We're all the same. So when you treat people that way, you get it back that way. And this is a time for getting together with others to help. Remember, I said you need help coming in this week, okay? How best to do that? Gather some allies. Sit around. Have a discussion. What's going to get that ball rolling? because it is going to roll. It already is, but, each week this report is going to be like more and more and more, and you're going to see how much your life progresses. So there are, wow, I just really think a lot of plans being made, and a lot of it has to do with finances here. Even if the biggest issue you had in the past was not finances, it's going to be because, there are things to look forward to, things to plan for in life. And maybe you have a little nest egg or something. There's something going on here, believe me. Your financial situation is changing, and you're asked to be more aware of it and work on it, okay? Maybe you have a new project that you launched at this new moon, and now you need to, really get your act together because you just realized you're going to be busy. Yes, you are. Okay, now, patience. This goes back to what I was saying about being down to earth. I really think that it is wise, and I wish I could reach out and touch every single one of you because so many people contact me every day. All right? Be caring, be gentle. I say this all the time. You get more flies with honey than you do with vinegar. If you're having a bad day and you lash out at that one person that you love and need by your side, what's going to happen? How often do you think you can do that? That needs to stop, okay? So bite your tongue and curb those impulses because they are not the source of your problems and they cannot be blamed. If they love you and they're by your side and you really want to keep that commitment, then you need to remember this. Okay, now, your journey, there are doors opening off in the distance, and, change is coming gradually. More change. You see, this is what you have to keep in mind. When you had that new moon and I said, don't stop now, keep moving. Keep moving even though you're not moving really, really fast. Because every day takes you another day away from all the pain and the heartache that you had over all the things that you may have lost. Keep that in mind. More opportunities for change are coming this week. Some of them small. I think like a little gift from the universe. And it needs to be, very clear what you say to people. All right, this goes back to that gentleness and compassion. Be very clear, very honest in your dealings, but not with a biting tongue. In other words, don't insult people to get what you want. If you really need to communicate and have an effective commitment with others, and this is not just in love relationships, this is in all relationships. Be open, be honest, and be fair, okay? And it will work in your favor. Remember that. So do not take things out on others and be clear in your intentions. It will go a long, long way. You're going to have a really positive week here if you, learn to go with that flow. Now, for some of you, there is this, kind of like you have new situations in your life where, it might be that you've been alone for a while now, but, your situations have changed. And that getting used to, what's the words I'm looking for? But it's like being comfortable in your own skin and being able to be good with yourself. See, this is one thing that too many people don't get, especially when it comes to love relationships, okay? If you are not first good with who you are, and you can't just go spend a couple hours alone without thinking, oh my God, I need someone in my life, you got a problem, all right? You really have a problem. You need to learn to become the best version of you can be. And what happens when you do that? Then you attract the best possible person for you, instead of someone who's going to make your life miserable. In other words, love yourself and increase your self-worth. All right, this is a journey of love and self-discovery and knowing what doesn't work in your life I really like this. There's a lot of good messages in here this week. There truly are. We might be talking for a while here. So, plans that you're working on now. This is October. I really think that by the next set of eclipses, when they roll around, okay, let's go forward and backward here at the same time. You've had situations that have come up, like, I want to say since August, where it really felt like push was coming to shove. Got to do something about this, and nothing would give, and nothing would happen. Finally, you're going to see what you need. Finally, coming your way. I like this a lot, all right? This helps you and furthers your change, but I also see that the change brings further down the line, all right? I'm looking ahead, I want to say, to the month of March. You haven't heard me mention March lately, have you? And the reason is this, we have another set of eclipses coming up. And I think that whatever, it might be subtle what happens right now, and you may not realize it because you're not going to see how it's playing out until that next set of eclipses come. Don't ask me how I know this. I'm just saying this is the way it's going to happen. So pay attention to all these little details. Sometimes I wish I would remember to write things down when they occurred, because they're an indication of things to come. And when that next set of eclipses come, they're a new set of eclipses, and they're going to bring in some new things. And life's going to really start to get interesting around that time, which then leads towards that summer solstice that I keep talking about in June. So, I'm getting the chills here, people. Major change is coming for you. Just know it. Just know that whatever happened in August that's culminating now and being resolved, however that may be, it may not be totally done, but it's being resolved. It's being worked on, and you know that it's being worked on. I like this a lot. Now, situations that you were chained to, you're going to know that it's breaking apart, okay? It's done. It's over. I like this a lot. I really, truly do. Because this is about completely a rebirth in life. Like, when you know that that phase has passed, oh, it's so awesome for you. At one time, some of these things brought too much pain. And when you look back on it, just appreciate the lesson. That's all I can say, because it was just meant to be, I guess. It's, you can't get that time back. However, I see a really, and now I'm not going to say that everybody out there is going to suddenly have more money, but what I see here is that for the difficult times that have happened over the last 3 to 5 years, where things were just, going crazy for people and not going the right way, there is a much happier feeling coming in, more positive. Now, we're still on 1 week here, pretty much, is what I'm talking about, even though I did jump into the future a bit. So, remember back in the beginning of this reading, I mentioned a wish. This is a very positive wish. There are some very, very, powerful and positive cards here this week. And, some of you out there may be waiting for that perfect job or, a financial offer. Things are finally going to start working in your direction. Keep that in mind, all right? You may finally get the news that you need that really helps you, whatever that situation is. And, it just, I just really love it because it's more positive for you. And, of course, I want to say, as usual, remain down to earth. And there are a couple of clues here this week that indicate that even if it's not possible right now, that by the time March rolls around, you're going to find yourself in a better situation to put away some money. Now, I'm getting out a few extra cards, even though I've already talked extra this week. And I want to just say some more because I'm so excited for everyone. And I know I beat up on some of you a little bit in this reading, but it can't be helped. However, yes, there are things finally coming in this third week in October that are going to allow you to feel like you're getting the help that you need. Awesome. It's reinforcing what I've already said. You know, good reason for celebration. And I don't necessarily mean going out and partying, but certainly, you know, even if it's gathering by the water cooler, it just feels like there is such a load off your back that you finally feel like talking to people a little bit. So I like this a lot, you know. The help you need will come your way, and just keep sending it out there. What I'm seeing here, and this is one of the most important things of all, is that even though you see things improving with each week, I really truly believe this is just going to get better and better. But it's showing me to keep working on it. Don't stop working, because you're going to be amazed at what you can build. And I think I'm going to stop there. I want to thank everyone for listening. I'm just loving this message this week, and I hope you do too. And I look forward to hearing from all of you. I love all the positive comments and feedback every day. And, you know, you're welcome to come subscribe to my YouTube channel, like my Facebook page, join any of my groups. If you're on my website, Tarot by Cecelia, you'll be able to find the links at the bottom of any article. And have a wonderful week. Take care.